Morning, everybody. Steve Breach coming to you. I thought I would throw out my predictions for the 2012 TLC pay-per-view. This is the last pay-per-view of the fiscal year for WWE, heading into Royal Rumble time. And everybody knows it heats up. If everybody out there, somebody out there has to have the same thoughts as me. Just let's get through this show and let's get down to the main event time. Let's get that road to WrestleMania kicked off. I don't know. This show looks like it could be good, but December really hasn't kept my full interest in wrestling with the holidays and Christmas shows and alcohol and drinking and Christmas lights. I was finally able to make it over to the Christmas lights last night. Thanks, yeah. But basically, let's talk about some wrestling here. The annual YouTube pre-show, getting people ready for the pay-per-view. We have a Santa's Little Helper Battle Royal for the #1 contendership for the Divas Championship. I guess all the Divas are going to be dressed up in their little Santa's Little Helpers outfits. That looking pretty nice. If that's not going to bring viewers to YouTube, I don't know what is. But you got Layla, Caitlyn, Alicia Fox, Natalya, Tamina, Oksana, Rosa Mendez, Cameron, and Naomi. Eve's got the title. Eve doesn't have a championship match. So basically, you gotta knock off all the heels. So one of the faces has to win. So I don't know who I want to win. If anybody, I'll pick the hottest chick on the roster right now. I'll pick Alicia Fox. Because if it wasn't for Eve, Alicia would be the top dog. Well, not top dog, but you know what I'm talking about. Sorry, Alicia. Yeah, Kevin's the one who said he had manhands. But from there we go on to a Big Show versus Sheamus. This is a chairs match for the World Heavyweight Championship match. Basically, I'm going to pick Big Show to win this. I'm hoping that he keeps the title and moves on to a different feud after the Rumble. My pick is Ryback to win the Rumble, and I think Ryback versus Big Show might not be the best match you can have, but I think it might be the biggest match that you can do for Ryback, seeing how CM Punk, John Cena, The Rock, so on and so forth, all those guys are going to be all tied up. And Big Show is the biggest heel that Ryback could face, and would be the biggest opponent that he's ever had. From there, we'll go to Kofi Kingston versus Wade Barrett. This is a singles match for the Intercontinental Championship. I would love Wade Barrett to win this and have the title again, but I think he has bigger fish to fry. And if anybody can remember, when he was in the core, when he won the Intercontinental Championship, that title just did not look good on him. So I'm not going to pick him just because I don't want him to be an Intercontinental Champion. I want him to move his way up the card. I want him in that World Heavyweight Championship mix. I think that if my plan did go through and Ryback was able to beat Big Show and become the World Heavyweight Championship, I think Wade Barrett would be a great contender for Ryback. And I think they would have some good matches that I'd like to see. We have a Money in the Bank contract ladder match between Dolph Ziggler and John Cena. If they're smart, they're going to try and help Ziggler out. Even if it takes even if it's like the Royal Rumble back in the day where every heel had to come out to make sure Undertaker got put in that damn coffin. If they have to bring every heel out to make sure John Cena doesn't climb up that ladder and grab that thing, Dolph Ziggler needs to win this. Dolph Ziggler's a guy that should have cashed in that belt, or for the belt, a long time ago. Ziggler is probably the hottest heel on the roster, and I'm not just talking about, ow, ooh baby. I'm talking about he's the one guy on the roster that almost anybody who watches the show likes, except for Jim Nye 686. I mean, he does everything in the ring that you could ask for to keep you entertained for any match that he has, no matter who it's against. So I think Ziggler needs to have that belt, and I have no idea why he doesn't. He's had the Intercontinental, he's had the U.S. title, and he's had good reigns with both of those. He can hold a championship and be believable, and hopefully John can put the guy over, and we can move on to him, cashing that in sooner than later. From there, we go on to the TLC match. Team Hell No, Daniel Bryan and Kane, and Ryback going up against The Shield. It's hard. I don't want to hurt Ryback because I feel that he's the guy who's going to win the Rumble next month. But then again, The Shield, this is their first official match in the WWE. And you don't want these guys losing, even if it is a very, structured match built around, this big stipulation of tables, ladders, and chairs. Even though the ladder won't really play into it that much, I don't see any of these guys really climbing up the ladder and jumping off of it. Also, I have no idea why it's a tables, ladders, and chairs match. This is the first one that's ever going to be, pinfall or submission. I don't understand why that's such a big deal. But normally they have, the title belts or the Money in the Bank briefcase above the ring. So, they don't really have anything for them to grab. Maybe they could have put up there the lie detector test results from CM Punk's lie detector thing that he did on Raw a couple weeks ago. Even though we saw the big needle jump, we never officially got the word on if he passed or failed because Ryback came out there. But this is a tough one. This is really, really hard. Knowing WWE, they're going to take a big group of guys that everybody cares about and that they will make them lose because they feel like we don't care about them. So I'll pick Team Hell No and Ryback to win this, even though I think it's a travesty that the Shield loses. But hopefully the Shield is a group that even if they do lose this, they can come back on Monday and beat the shit out of everybody, and everybody will be believing in them again. Antonio Cesaro and R-Truth for the United States Championship. This is on pay-per-view again. Why? I believe it was last month at pay-per-view. Cesaro beat R-Truth. Then the next night on Raw, R-Truth beats Cesaro on Monday Night Raw in a 9-title match. Why you go from losing a title match to getting a non-title match, I have no idea, but Truth won it. I guess that makes him the number 1 contender again. But Cesaro needs to keep this title and keep his wheels rolling on down the road. Then we have a tables match for the number 1 contendership for the WWE Tag Team Championship. This should be really fun. Rey Mysterio and Sin Cara teaming up against Team Rhodes Scholars, Cody Rhodes and Damien Sandow. And they will be having a third member of their group added, Cody Rhodes' mustache. I believe the Cody Rhodes mustache will be the defining element to help the Rhodes Scholars win. I believe that at the Rumble, we will get the Rhodes Scholars up against Team Hell No. Hopefully that won't keep them out of the Rumble. Hopefully the roster will be low enough that these guys will be working double duty. Because in the Rumble, I'm going to be wanting to get my yes on. And hopefully we'll have Daniel Bryan in there. But like I said, this has a card. If you look at it, it should be a good show. But December and wrestling just doesn't really go all that well to me, so I'm not really that thrilled on the money about this show. So let me know what you guys think and your predictions. Send on over your video, whatever they're called, follow-up videos or whatever they are, and we'll check them all out. TLC. Thanks, guys. Peace out.